Hello, 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 and welcome to Peyton's Flowers right here in Gander, Newfoundland. Today we are going to make another grapevine wreath, and we are going to do it in the theme of chinoiserie. We have this beautiful Farrisilk printed ribbon. We also have Farrisilk in a velvet ice blue that we're going to use, along with a whole plethora of other things. So let's get started. In wreath making, I always start with the same steps. So if I have a sign, I put that on first, but this beautiful wreath is not going to have a sign because it stands alone with that beautiful Farrisilk ribbon. So the first step is to green our base. So we're going to put everything on the one side. So it's going to be a one-sided wreath. And I always use at least 3 greeneries. And I start with our most inexpensive greenery first. So this is variegated ficus, and this is what we're going to use to green the base with. I'm going to cut this up. So you can see right here, I'm going to cut this whole branch, and then this extra long branch I'm going to cut in half. So right in here, I'm going to cut that one and then cut that one. You have 4 pieces out of the one branch of greenery. So I've already went ahead and pre-cut 4 branches of that ficus. So you want everything to spray out from that one central location, which is right here, not directly in the center, a little bit above the center. So you want that to spray down from there and spray up from there. So we're just going to put a little bit more here. So there we have it. There's our base greening, nice and full, and all from that one central location, just like that. Now we're going to move ahead and tie our bow after you do your base greening, and the other 2 or 3 greens that we're going to put over top of that we will do after. Okay, so we're going to start with this beautiful velvet Farrisilk ribbon, and because it's a 4-inch ribbon, we're only going to need 1 loop on each side. It's beautiful. Look at that wire. It just holds everything so perfect and beautiful. It's amazing. Okay, so we're just going to have about a 12-inch tail, just like that. And then your first loop, I'm going to do about my hand's length, which is about 9 to 10 inches, just like that. And then the same thing on the other side with this really heavy gauged wire, this designer ribbon. There's not an abundance of flexibility here, so it kind of stays exactly where you put it. It's so beautiful. So once you get the hang of it, it's just so easy to use. So we're just going to use that one. That's about 1.5 yards we're using here. All right. Look at that. So that is going to go right here in the middle, just like that. Once we add all of our other ribbons to it. All right, so we're going to now use our printed Farrisilk, and we're going to go right over top of that. So I'm going to put my tail upwards this time, and we're going to twist so that back of the ribbon is facing you, and a loop, just like that, and twist again so the back of the ribbon is facing you, maybe a little longer, and we're going to go on the other side, just like that. You don't want to make your loop longer than your base loop. You can go the same length or you can go a little bit shorter, but you don't want to go longer. Okay, twist, and we're going to make that the same length again. And one more twist. And there we go. And we're just going to cut that right there. So that's 2 ribbons. And we're just going to continue on adding 2 or 3 more matching ribbons. To make this bow nice and full. Right, this is a nice RG ribbon. It just has a pin stitch through it. So we're going to do 4 loops of that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a Swiss dot, but again by RG. We're just going to do a couple of loops of that as well. Maybe I should do something different first. Let's do this lace trim ribbon that matches that print to draw through that white. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, maybe 3. I like 3 loops sometimes. 3 loops of that. And then I'm going to bring in that Swiss dot. And 1 and 2 is good for that. And look at that. That is just beautiful. So we're going to use our zip ties. And as I always say, we're going to put one across the back. And that one is going to be used to attach the bow to the wreath. And then a second one through the wreath, through the bow, and around to actually tie those ribbons all together, creating your beautiful, beautiful bow. Look at that. I've been using this wired ribbon for a long time, and still it blows my mind every time, the beauty of it. Look at that. All right, so we have our base greenery done. We have our beautiful bow in place. Now we're just going to fill out that greenery a little bit with some different textures and add some color. Here we go. This is one of my all-time favorite greeneries. It's Ruscus, and it just came back into stock today. I'm excited to use this again. So now that we have our base greenery in place with our beautiful bow, we're just going to start adding some color. We're going to start with some beautiful blue roses. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I have 4 of these. So I'm just going to cut them about this length and then insert them into the glue pan and then stick it into that grapevine as deep as you possibly can there. The deeper you get that stem into your grapevine, the more secure your wreath is going to be and the better overall product you're going to have in the end. So I have 4 of these. I'm going to do 2 in the top and 2 in the bottom. There we go. Now I'm just going to add some more greenery to that. We're going to use grass today. I think the grass goes really well with this whole theme. It's going to be nice. And these are push-ups. So again, you can just push that up tight so it won't be so bouncy, because it's good to have some movement to your wreath, but you don't want the whole thing to be out of control bouncy on you. So the shorter your stems are, for the most part, the better. And there's our grasses. Looks great. We're going to move on to some eucalyptus. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I always put a little touch of some sort of eucalyptus in every wreath. It just evens it out all over. Again, I'm holding this really secure. We're just going to cut some dovetails in these ribbons here. So our next bunch is this bunch of, I'm not sure what it's called, maybe Veronica or maybe Heather, could be a couple of names. I don't think it looks exactly like it does in nature or in fresh flowers, but it sure is beautiful in wreaths, and it adds that extra little sparkle and whimsy. So we're gonna cut this up with my handy dandy bolt cutters. You can cut almost the entire bunch in one cut, just easy like that, just like butter. All right, we're just gonna spray this throughout the entire thing. Again, trying to dig that right into the grapevine, as far in as possible. There we go. You can feel it when you go in, if it's actually attaching to something, or if it's just floating. You don't want it to be just floating, because if there's not enough glue attaching to something, then it could melt, especially on those hot summer days. If it's on your door and the sun's blazing down on it, if it's not pinched in between some of those grapevines and it's just floating there with a little bit of glue, gravity will take it and just sink it a little bit. So you don't want that to happen. So you just wiggle that in until you can feel that it's attached, and then the glue will take over the rest for you. This is a beautiful new bunch I just received today. Look at that. Mini ranunculus. So that's going to add that pop of white, and it's just going to be beautiful in there. Pretty. Nice, I love that. Just going to continue to fill in these couple more pieces here. That white just looks beautiful in there. Nice. I love ranunculus. We're going to grow ranunculus. Actually, we're setting them this weekend. It's going to be fun. Maybe we'll bring that to you as well. We have some blue small roses here, some mini spray roses. I think we're going to put those in there as well. Just again, cut them all off in one cut, just like that. Spread that throughout. Oh yeah, that's really nice. I like it. Wiggle it until you find, there you go. Right in through that great part. Going to use a little bit more of that ruscus that we started out with. I'm going to put that throughout the bowl. Just adds that touch of texture there. All right, I just have a little touch of these little blue oh, it gets so exciting when you get to this point and everything is coming together so beautifully. I love it. And now we're just going to do the same thing with the bottom and fill in with these little flowers. We are almost done, y'all. Almost there. All right, and we're done. This beautiful chinoiserie wreath is done and ready for your front door or your hallway or anywhere in your house. It's available for sale here at Peyton's if you're from around here. If not, try out your own creativity, give it a go. Anybody can do it. It just takes a little bit of practice and the right tools and the right products, and you too can do this. See you next time. Bye. Remember to like and share this channel if you'd like to see more of what we do from a day-to-day basis, from here in the flower shop to at home on our little cut flower farm. We will be sharing lots of videos in the very near future. So like and subscribe, and if you hit that little bell, it will notify you every time we put up a new video. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. Remember to like and share this channel for more of our shenanigans that we have going on. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more of our day-to-day what? So hard. Today we are going to make another grapevine wreath, and we are going to do it in the theme of chinoiserie. Was that right? Plethora of other things. So what? So what?
So let's get started.
Yeah. So let's get started.